What's going on, everybody? This is Omar S. Murphy. I'm glad that you're here with me. Look, guys, guess what? This car right here. I know a lot of you guys want me to talk about my G35 and what's going on with it. I'm gonna go over here and bring. I've got the GoPro Hero 5. You know, got that with me. It's like my mobile video device, which I love so much. Look at this. You've seen it before. Focus on me for a second. Focus on me. What I have to say is this. These two jokers right here, these two, now hold on, follow me. These two jokers right here, this one and this one, I'm gonna tell you all about them in a few, so bear with me. Hey guys, welcome back. Quick disclaimer, if you're new to this channel, what I need you to do is like this video, subscribe for more awesome content, and let's get started. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day here in the great state of Texas. Yeah, I'll just say that just to put it out there as part of my disclaimer. But on the other hand of everything, right now you can hear the AC blasting in the background simply because it's that hot out here. It's like really, really hot. Right now it's 94 degrees according to what my car says, but because of the humidity or whatever, it's probably hotter. So I know you guys did not tune in just to hear me talk about how wonderful the weather is today. You probably tuned in because you see me in this video talking about three of my cars, which one being the car I'm currently in right now, the Audi A7, and the other is the Bmw 335I, which has the M3 conversion, and the other is the G35, and all will come in good time. Let me go ahead and just continue to roll down here. Now I know I haven't talked to you guys in a while doing a car vlog, and that's for good reason, because this is not a car channel. Unfortunately, you guys think it's a car channel. It's not a car channel. I'm a car guy, but this is not a car channel. My channel is based on faith in Jesus. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and to encourage. That's what I'm here to do. Talk about cars from the unique perspective of building people, meaning most people, you know, have to get around, so therefore transportation is needed. You know, your first mode of transportation are your Chevy legs. So with that in mind, I'm going to talk to you guys about a few things. One, the process of what's been happening with my cars. Two, what to look out for and how to avoid it. And three, the most important thing, budgeting. The $100 million question that all of you guys probably want to know is, what's been going on? What's been going on with my cars? What's the status of everything? Is the car at 750 horsepower? What's going on, right? And here's my response. Why? 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 Interesting enough, let's start with this car. This car is my, you know, everyday mobile office. So I travel back and forth to work with it. I travel, get groceries, take the family out on vacations. So we do everything practically in this car. That's why this car currently has on the odometer 105,944 miles on it, which I put on. This thing is a rock solid beast. Now, to answer some of you guys' questions, I get asked, what year is this? 2012. That's the first question. First answer to that question. And the other is, how reliable is it? It's very reliable. It's extremely reliable. I mean, but you're going to pay for that maintenance. You're going to pay. I mean, you're really going to pay for that maintenance. I came back from service in Audi South Austin, that is, and I paid, you know, for the service, which was the 105,000 mile service. It came up to like around $307. That's the least I ever spent on this car. The very least. The most I've spent on this car, man, it was literally thousands. I mean, the AC, like, and then when I left there, the AC went out. I literally was driving around in Texas. Listen, hot. I don't think you understand. Hot. So I made an appointment with Audi South Austin again to go there and get everything checked out. And it turns out that, you know, the appointment wasn't expedient enough. I call in for an appointment, and what ended up happening is that I normally ask for a loaner car because the dealership or the service center is like an hour and a half away from where I am. So is that convenient? No, it's not. So therefore, I always get a loaner vehicle. Now, what is convenient is that the dealership is like down the street from where I work. So therefore, that level of convenience exists simply because I work next to the dealership, right? So meanwhile, I'm still driving around hot, like that song. How you feeling? Hot, hot, hot. How you feeling? Hot, hot, hot. Not good. I mean, I can't make these things up, man. So I took it to Excessive Performance, where I always go. And it turns out that it pulled up 2 codes, and the AC compressor was not coming on. And I was like, well, why not? Because their equipment is limited there for, reading, the Audi, input of what's going on as far as codes and anything like that. So I decided to take the car to Eurotech, create an appointment, and this is where it branches off to the BMW. So my BMW was being serviced because it turns out my DME went out. I don't know how it happened. I don't care how it happened. I just know that cost me around $4,100. And the DME doesn't cost that much. I went there originally to get some O2 sensors put on there, because they are in my area. They service BMWs, Audis, Mercedes, and other vehicles as well, and they're pretty good. It was so unbelievable that I am literally almost out of words. Now, when I'm out of words, something's wrong, right? So then, find out my DME went out. For those of you who don't know what a DME is, the truck, this little Jeep next to me. I veer off a little bit. You know what's interesting? When people literally drive with the intent of trying to intimidate people. I like people like that, and I'm being extremely sarcastic when I say that. They drive and tailgate you like this. Get out the way, boy! I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! Go faster! And crazy enough, I'm literally like, I can't go any faster. If I go any faster, I'll be speeding. And no one wants to speed, do they? So, to wrap everything up, people tailgate, and I'm like, dude, the speed limit is 75. I locked it in on the cruise control at 75 to do my vlog. So, anyway, fast forward. So the O2 sensors came up to like around $1,700, right? Just for the O2 sensors on the BMW. It's 4 of them. 4. 2 and 2, 4. I was like, all right, whatever. And originally I wanted them to, flash my ECU or the DME back to stock because I, unbeknownst, put the valet mode on my car with my Cobb access port, which in turn disables all the power to the car. You're literally like driving in a modified limp mode. And when they went to go do that, the DME would not read. And I tried putting other flash tunes on it from MHD and some other things, but the DME was bad. The DME was toast on the inside. And then I asked the great Google, well, what's going on? And the great Google, come to find out, the DME can go out for any reason. Crazy, right? So I'm like, the DME can go out for any reason. So what was the reason that my DME went out? And I don't know. And turns out I have an aftermarket gauge in there. It's the Aron. It's really pronounced Aron, I believe. It's A-W-R-O-N. Look at the police go. Woo! Sorry for my short attention span. I have to do that sometimes. For those of you who've been following me, I have a very short attention span. Like, ooh, fly! Like that. So, I don't know if that caused it or anything else caused it. I don't really know. I have port injection inside of there, and I want the port injection removed. I have a stage 2 fuel pump from Walboro's, the 450, which gives the car the capacity to provide 100% E85, which is not really 100% because E85 is actually 85% ethanol, 15% gasoline, so therefore I'm going to be 100%. But you get what I'm saying. The purest form of ethanol available that's at the pump, which is not really pure E85, is simply, you know, more or less like E65 probably, because, you know, it's not really what it is. That's why you need an ethanol sensor to know how much you're running to appropriately apply the proper tune. I spent $4,100 and they fixed everything. They disconnected the AIC controller, or the AIC6 controller, which controls the port injection. They disconnected that, and they disconnected my all-run digital gauge, which is pretty dope. Now, what's good about them is that they offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty on their work, right? So that's awesome. So anything that comes up involving the DME, they'll replace the parts and the labor, and I'm good to go, right? So now I have to take off the port injection, the actual port injection, take that off because I don't want it anymore. I'm literally like done. And my goal, let me slow down real quick. I'm looking ahead because I'm driving. I see the goons. If any you guys been following me, you know, the goon, I refer to the police as the goons. Not that they're villains, but, you know, traditionally when you get pulled over by the goons, you get a ticket. And one thing I can say about Texas State Troopers, they will give you a ticket. Man, they'll give you a ticket. I'm not lying to you. You'll get a ticket like faster than a heartbeat on a fat person. Not funny. So now the goal for that car, because right now it has the ability to produce over 700 to the wheels. It can, because I told you it has the new MMP turbos from MMP Performance Engineering. The guy that owns the company's name is Mauricio. Excuse me, the guy's name Mauricio. And then the new intercooler from On3, the big, huge 7-inch intercooler, charge pipe, blow-off valve. Now, the cool thing, while this car was being serviced for the AC, I spent over $1,000 for that for the AC service, because it has an actual sensor that was went off. Sucks, right? Sucks for life. And actually, I spent that, and the injectors had to be cleaned. What you call it? Man, I draw a blank. I'm always drawing a blank because I'm always spending money, right? It's crazy. I'm always spending money, but I'm always promoting to save money, which is kind of counterproductive. So it was additional service that needed to happen, and I was like, whatever, okay, cool, do it, because eventually need to be done. So the fuel injectors, the coolant had to be flushed out, AC, all that, you know, wipers. And I'm like, man, oh man. And I'm saying that because when you get these cars, man, you're gonna end up paying, man. You're gonna end up paying. But you pay for the class you're driving in. You know, you pay for that. So with my 335i, I have to make sure everything's good. I'm going to actually go with JB4. Cobb is limited, and the reason why I say that is because I want to be able to have the flexibility of changing maps on the fly, right? And with JB4, they have map 5 specifically. It's an auto-tuning map, and they have different maps on there. So I'm going to put JB4 in my car, right? And then I'm going to use MHD, which I have as well, to put the JB4 back in tune, excuse me. And what's that going to do? It's going to enable the car to run, you know, E85 and anything like that, because I have upgraded hybrid turbos. And I'm also going to put the N20 3.5T map sensor on it. That's what it's called, I believe. And Burger Tuning also have like the plug and play deal that enables you to connect it to your existing sensor. It's like an adapter. So with that enables higher boost So your average, your basic sensor kind of like tops out at 20 psi, right? Because you know, with your stock turbos, you don't want to overrun those. But these turbos are meant to, you know, not these, but the one in my 335i is meant to run, you know, at higher levels. So with that in mind, I'm going to put that sensor on it and, you know, get cracking. Only because I want, you know, the most bang for buck. And ideally, I want to run, you know, I've seen upgraded turbos on there with, I've seen a I've seen RB turbos at 17 psi or 93 octane run about 464 wheel horsepower, which is not bad on some pump gas. Let me explain something for a second. When you say 460 to the wheels, I want you to understand what that's like. When you buy a Mustang GT, right, it only comes with 410 at the crank. Anyway, you get what I'm saying, right? So you get a Mustang GT, you know, it's 410 at the crank, right? At the end of the day, by the time it runs on a dyno, I mean, this is going by dyno numbers, right? It runs probably about 350 or so to the wheels, if you know, if that, on a good day. So, and that's a Mustang GT. So essentially, if you got a car that's producing on 93 octane, 464, you know, to the wheels, that's over 500 at the crank. Over 500. And who says that's not powerful or fast? Who says it's not? In what world is 500 at the crank not fast? Okay? So that's at about 16 psi. I've seen it. You know, whether it be with JB4, whether it be with, I forgot what other tuner did it. You know, and so seeing the results from there, and that was with the old RB turbos. The reason why I use RB turbos as like a benchmark is to know, okay, where I fit in this equation of power. And I am estimating that on 93 octane with the current turbos I have, which are more powerful than the previous generation of RB turbos, because it's a TD. First of all, this turbos I have on 335i are TD04 turbos, you know, and they have a 19T compressor, and you know, it's going to flow a little bit more. The cool thing about it, I estimate at about 17 psi, I can get 500. I can squeeze 500 at 17 psi. Just by looking on the sides of the turbo and anything like that, I can squeeze that kind of power out of it. So at 23 psi, like 23, 25, if I can squeeze that out on 93 octane, I want to at least have about 550 to the wheels on 93. Now when I run that good old jungle juice, that jungle juice, what I call E85, I want to run over 600 to the wheels, and that's with my upgraded fuel pump, the Stage 2 455 Warbro. I actually have two of them in there. It's actually a Stage 3. I just didn't connect the hop switch, you know, to be able to switch between both of them, because I didn't. If I connect the hop switch to that, it's going to flow a lot more fuel to the, because you know, the low pressure fuel pumps flow to the high pressure fuel pumps, and that's how it works in the car. So if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like this video, share it with all your friends. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your friends of your friends, tell your family, tell everybody about Omar S. Murphy. God bless all of you. I love you guys. Peace out, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm out. Peace.